Sports Blitz Live is on the air with full coverage of the Auburn Tigers,
Touchdown Auburn!
the Alabama Crimson Tide,
Off the inside, intercepted Alabama. Touchdown run.
and everything college and high school sports. Now, let's join Andy, Brett, Randy, and Luke for this edition of Sports Blitz Live.
Hello again, everyone, and good Tuesday evening. Welcome into this, the latest edition of Sports Blitz Live. I am Andy Graham, alongside Jeremy Jeffcoat. We'll be with you for the next couple of hours, taking your phone calls, taking your comments, talking about everything going on in the world, the wide, wide world of sports. Thank you so much for all of you out there being with us this evening. It is the week of July 4th. We will, of course, celebrate 250 years of America.
250 years.
On Saturday. So I think everybody's kind of mailing it in this week, to be perfectly honest with you. I've looked up a couple of places, and they're like, yeah, we're just taking a week off.
You know, officially, I guess we're celebrating the holiday on Friday, the federal holiday on Friday. Because, you know, it's not really fair if we don't get a day off.
I know, really. And if you're going to take one day off, you might as well take 2 or 3 days off.
Yeah.
So let's just be
take the week.
Yeah, there you go. So I'd say we just make that a rule. Anytime July 4th falls on the weekend, you take the previous week. It just seems fair to everybody. So in that light, it's somewhat of a slow week. In sports, there's the World Cup going on, of course, and of course you got Major League Baseball going on, and the Braves are kind of depressing right now, to be perfectly honest.
You know, tonight's another night. Maybe the homestand will help.
I hope so.
We're still up, 5.5?
Oh yeah. I mean, they did so well out of the gate that they have bought themselves some time. No question about it. So that's a good thing. And the Mets, again, are going to be the Mets. So
by the way, I think
have to worry about
I could strike out Ha-Seong Kim.
He's struggling. He never has been able to.
Is he like 2 for his last 72 or something?
Is that?
It's something like that.
That is. That's not impressive.
No,
not at all. So. So we can talk about those things, and we will. But SEC Media Days, once we get through the week here, you'll look up, and my goodness, it'll be a couple of weeks away. I think they begin on July 20th. So looking forward to that. We will be talking about, SEC football from basically then on until the season starts. But the United States does play Bosnia-Herzegovina tomorrow. So that is, I think it's the late game. I think it's at 8 o'clock, 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock. That's going to be it's the knockout round. Been some really, really exciting games here as of late. Around, the world of sports, the Supreme Court ruled that no more transgender in women's sports.
that is actually not what they ruled.
Okay.
They actually made a smarter ruling than that.
Okay.
In my opinion, okay? I'm not a big believer in government mandates, okay? It's not. I grew up in the Reagan 80s, man. I mean, the more the government mandates something, the worse off you are.
Correct.
They did not rule no more transgender in women's sports. What they ruled was that states who had passed laws with those bans, I think there's 25 or 26, that they were within their legal right to have those.
Right.
Which is the way, is actually what our Constitution says. The power is not granted to the federal government or the purview of the states. So in that respect, it's a ruling that's consistent with constitutional language.
Right. So there you go. States, I think it was West Virginia, and there's a couple of specific ones that the Idaho and West Virginia, that the lawsuit was brought. They upheld that they could, you couldn't, that state law was legal. It was silent as far as other states and what will become of that. But
Well, that'll be
like
up to the other states. You know, and which is the way it should be, right? Governor of the state, the legislatures, work with their athletic association in that state and the teachers and the administrators in the schools, and you figure out what works best for the people in your state. That's why it's not just America, it's the United States of America.
Correct.
So,
yeah.
You know, give the states some freedom to do what fits their culture.
Well, I wish I could say this will be the last time we hear about, you know, some sort of situation of guys and girls sports, but this will not be the end of it. We'll continue to hear about this for the rest of our lives, I'm sure.
Oh, I think you will. I mean, it's a bit overblown in terms of the number, you know, but I get it because it gets people to turn on their television sets and it gets them to watch stuff on it online. You're literally talking about less than 1% of the population total, you know. So, and then I can only imagine what the minuscule percentage of that less than 1% that is actually active in high school sports. You know, so yeah, it's one of those issues that people get very passionate about. So you're going to hear a lot about it, even though it's not as prevalent as sometimes the media makes it sound.
But that's kind of this is the way, even though we're talking about a minuscule part of the population, and even like you said, more and more minuscule of who this affects, and yet the way that it was framed by the Associated Press was the Supreme Court on Tuesday upheld state laws barring transgender girls and women or boys from playing on school athletic teams in another setback for transgender people. Yet another setback. Just trying their best to,
there's
ruin
micro
lives.
and macro levels of this, right? On the micro level, look, I have a granddaughter that plays high school volleyball. She's really good. She may be able to play at the college level one day. And I don't want her having to compete against a 16, 17-year-old young man.
You can't unsee
it's not
that.
Fair.
You can't unsee that video of that volleyball player spiking that and breaking that girl's face.
Yeah. So I don't want her to have to deal with that. I want her to be able to compete fairly against people with similar athletic profiles, right? And I've got another granddaughter who plays softball. So I get it. And then on the macro level, there's the other part where I prefer that unless it's a constitutionally guaranteed right, states have some freedom to work within the, people in Colorado may feel totally different about that than we do here, right? And that's fine. It's okay.
Yeah.
And then, there's also the kind of empathetic side of me who I want every kid in high school to have the full benefit of extracurricular activities and the fun things that you can do in school. So I feel for a kid, I don't know anyone in that situation, haven't known anyone in that situation, but I can feel for somebody and still at the same time go, I can't get there with it. You know what I mean?
I agree that there needs to be a level of compassion for everybody. Mm-hmm. And I want to extend that. And I do extend that up until the point that I have to acknowledge or it affects me or my child to play along with what I would consider a delusion.
Right.
So, like you said, I'm all for it, okay, but you got to be realistic and you got to, there are certain rules in reality that we all have to live by.
Well, the rules are there. There are physiological differences.
Exactly.
Between men and women. There just are.
And those can't be changed just because you say, I don't.
No, they can be altered at the margins, right? But they can't be fundamentally changed.
Exactly.
But that's really the kind of the crux of it is if you're going to have athletic competition, especially when we're talking about children here, then there needs to be a level of fair play involved where, and you go, well, if one individual can completely dominate the competition because of the nature of their physiological makeup,
they have an inherent advantage.
Yes. And so you created unfair competition, right? So, like I said, it's a complicated issue. People 100 years from now will look back at this time and go, how could y'all not figure this out? I don't know what the solution will be.
I think it's much less complicated than people make it out to be.
I think 100 years from now, people will look back at this time and this debate and go, I can't believe they didn't figure this out.
There's no question. People will look back at somewhere around maybe 2015 to 2000, maybe, hopefully like 2025 or 30, and they'll go, those people lost their minds. Those people lost their mind. What in the world? Was there some kind of gas leak? Was there some kind of,
was it the aliens?
Were they just screwing with you?
Yeah.
I would agree. I hope I live long enough to look back on it and just go, I was there. I was there. All right. Well, that's enough of that. For the next several segments, we will do something fun. And again, this is, right up our alley and in our wheelhouse here. CBS Sports has made some SEC predictions. They have laid out the final record for every SEC school. They have even gone into detail on who the wins will come against and who are the losses.
And this is, incidentally, the piece was written by Brad Crawford at CBS, who's really good. Brad Crawford's really one of the better ones out there. Okay. And there's not anything that's like super crazy, but I got some questions.
You got to do some research to do this too, because again, I've done this before, and if you're going, a lot of people just throw out numbers, but if you go and you detail it and you look at every single schedule and you say, okay, this is who you beat, this is who you lose to. You can't just, this has all got to work out. It's like a puzzle. So, yes, I appreciate the amount of research that he did and the thought that he put into it. So we will take a look at that, and we will see just how close we think he gets to the order of finish here for the SEC in 2026. Don't go anywhere. We're just getting started. We'll be back with more right after this.
Sportz Auto Sales, Highway 280 in Kellyton, Alabama, is home-owned and home-operated. If you're looking for tires, they have it. If you're looking for a vehicle, they have them. Great selection. Always out looking for more just for you, the customer. And if you're looking for service, whether you buy the vehicle from them or whether you buy the vehicle somewhere else, they do service work and got a great crew there. Keep us in mind. Don't you go by Sportz Auto Sales on Highway 280 in Kellyton today.
Craving pizza done right? Come to Lake Martin Pizza, where flavor meets the lake, with 2 locations, 63 South in Alexander City and Highway 49 South in Dadeville. Grab a 14 or 18-inch specialty pizza or build your own masterpiece. Go half and half your way. In a hurry, stop in for our lunch specials. Hot, fresh pizza by the slice, served daily. We've got more than just pizza. Try our fresh salads, cheesy breadsticks, garlic knots, and sweet cinnamon twists. Lake days, game nights, or family dinners, Lake Martin Pizza hits the spot every time.
What's the verdict?
Can't fix your heat pump. Need a new one.
Uh-oh. What are you thinking?
I'm thinking Daikin.
Call on Kevin Kill in Sunshine Heating and Air at 256-825-4849, Central Alabama's premier Daikin dealer.
So what's he thinking?
Oh, he's thinking Daikin.
Daikin, one of the top selling in the world.
Now I'm thinking Daikin.
Daikin. Comfort for life.
Here at Russell Do-It Center and Building Supply, we value what truly makes a home. And that's why we're proud to offer America's #1 brand of siding and exterior products. James Hardie creates possibilities with an array of colors and textures. We offer the full line of James Hardie products, from Hardie plank to artisan siding and everything in between, giving you, our customer, options to have the best. Russell Do-It Center and Building Supply, local since 1984.
Ready for an unforgettable escape? Jump into adventure at Lake Martin, Alabama. From thrilling water sports to peaceful fishing spots, it's love at first bite every time you cast your line. Want more excitement? Catch an event with our vibrant festivals, concerts, and fishing tournaments all year long. And when the sun sets, Dive downtown to discover local shops, delicious dining, and warm southern hospitality. Explore Lake Martin, where every moment is an adventure waiting to happen.
Zaxby's birthday cake milkshakes are back. Just in time for Zaxby's 35th birthday, so they're gifting you half-off handcrafted milkshakes. Happy birthday to us all. Zaxby's handcrafted milkshakes. Who's got the sauce?
Bundle your home and auto and save money with State Farm's personal price plan. Contact State Farm agent Ron Carroll today at 256-378-6631 or visit him on Highway 280 in Childersburg. Prices vary by state. Options selected by customer availability. Eligibility may vary.
Welcome back, everyone, to Sports Blitz Live. Andy and JJ here with you. Thank you so much for all of you out there being with us tonight. We are brought to you each and every Tuesday evening by JR Sports Bar and Grill. Wonderful place to have lunch or dinner right here in downtown Alexander City. Great people, great atmosphere, great food there at JR's Sports Bar and Grill. Been in the same location for the last 27 years. So you know it's kind of an institution here in Alexander City, and that is a good thing. So go and check them out one day this week if you can. Probably going to be closed like everybody else on Friday, but I'm sure here at the beginning of the week you could find some good chicken fingers, burgers, whatever it might be. They got a little bit of everything there at JR's Sports Bar and Grill. All right, JJ, CBS Sports makes some SEC predictions for 2026. How do you want to divide? I got these divided basically into three sections. You got an upper level, a middle level, and a lower level.
Okay.
Do you want to start at the bottom or start at the top or just pick out
you know what
you want to start with?
Why don't we do this? Why don't we start? We'll just start at the bottom.
Okay.
Let's do that.
Okay. Well, they got some cellar dwellers here.
Yeah.
And that would be the Arkansas Razorbacks and the Mississippi State Bulldogs, with Mississippi State coming in dead last with a 1-8 conference record and a 4-8 record overall. Now,
if that happens, Jeff Levy will be fired.
You think so?
Yes.
Well, now you look at that and you would say, I think for any rational person that's not a huge Bulldog fan, and they would say, I could buy that. 4-8, 1-8. And then I might tell you, who might the one loss in the SEC be to? And you'd say, the one win, I should say. The one win in the SEC. Who would that be against? Possibly you'd say, okay, well, who do they play? They play South Carolina. They play Missouri. They play Vanderbilt. Of course, you got the Egg Bowl in Oxford.
Mm-hmm.
They play Alabama. They play at LSU. Probably not going to win that one. Oklahoma. Oh, yeah. They play Auburn at home. That is your one win in the SEC as far as this man's concerned.
I am not. Let me say this to Brad Crawford. I am not. You could convince me. Late season game. When it's like right. When is it? It's
It's not early.
Yeah, week 11. Okay.
Yeah.
So you could convince me late season game at home. Mississippi State pulls an upset on Auburn. You could convince me of that, right?
Okay.
Only because I love bringing Zach Arnett back to coordinate the defense. I think he'll improve them there. Kamario Taylor, the quarterback, is the real deal. I mean, this guy can run, and if he can throw it a little bit, he's going to unlock that offense a good bit.
Right.
So, but where my problem is, how in the world are you going to rank them worse than Arkansas? I don't see Arkansas could very well. Arkansas could be 1-11 this year. I'm not. Tulsa could get them.
Right.
Now, North Alabama is not going to get them. I don't think Tulsa will get them. But I don't see them beating Missouri. I don't see them beating South Carolina. I don't see that team winning an SEC game at all. And I think Mississippi State has the possibility. I would tell you this, on the losses he has for Mississippi State, I would tell you I think they're capable of beating Vanderbilt in Starkville. And I think they're capable of beating Missouri in Starkville.
Yeah.
And if they do that, with the Auburn win, they would
don't. They're certainly capable of beating Auburn at home.
They would be 6-6 at that point, which is kind of where I think they fall. They could be 5-7. Who knows? They could be 7-5. People forget we live in this. We forget sometimes what we watched with our eyes. Right? I watched them build a 17-point lead on Texas in the fourth quarter.
Yeah.
Now they blew that lead, lost in overtime.
Should have beat Tennessee.
Took Tennessee to overtime.
Yeah.
Started out the year 4-0.
Could have beat Texas.
Just didn't. You could have beat Texas. You could argue should have beat Texas.
Yeah.
So, I think people forget that sometimes, that this team won 5 last year and were this close to winning 7 with a couple of big knockoffs. So
beat Arizona State. And that was impressive.
I think Crawford's just got Mississippi State a little bit underrated.
Yeah.
I don't think they're going to be great, but I think they can get to 6.
I'm not. And you know, I even though it's just that he's just got them winning 1, and that happens to be Auburn. I fully contend, much more so maybe because of where Auburn is than where Mississippi State is, that it is. I mean, it's a fair pick to pick Mississippi State to beat Auburn. Having said that, JJ, I'm still insulted.
Now, let me give you this though. Alabama opens the season with East Carolina, at Kentucky, Florida State, South Carolina. Not an easy 4-game stretch, right?
Okay.
You know what their last game is before they play Georgia? On the road at Starkville. If you're looking for the classic look-ahead trap game, there it is, right? Yeah. So, yeah, I just think I don't disagree that Mississippi State's in that bottom tier. I just don't think they're at the bottom. I think they're better than the next 2.
The Arkansas is like same record, 4-8, but 2-7 in the league. They got, like you said, he's got them with victories over Missouri and South Carolina at home, North Alabama and Tulsa as well. But hard to know. I mean, you know, new coach coming in for Arkansas, new quarterback, a lot, I would imagine. I have no clue really what to expect other than I don't imagine the talent level is adequate right now. But
I look.
You say 1-11.
I'm just saying it's on the table.
Okay.
You know, I think 2-10 is. I mean, maybe they pull off an SEC win somewhere. Maybe they get Missouri.
Let's see what they do at Utah.
Oh, they're going to get stumped.
But if they get, you know, like boat race, then
yeah, I think they're going to get.
If things go bad early, things could go bad.
Bad fast.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think Arkansas's got much of anything.
Okay. Well, so you like Arkansas dead last, and then Mississippi State.
When we do our picks, they will be dead last.
Okay. I don't disagree with that. Okay, we got to take a break, but don't go anywhere. We're just getting started. We'll be back with more right after this.
Satterfield Outdoor Living is Lake Martin's trusted friend for your outdoor land and leisure needs. We're the region's authorized Skag mower dealer for residential and commercial lawns and offer all the small engine accessories you need. With top lines of Steel, Echo, Shindaiwa, Husqvarna, and Metabo products that can tame any landscape. Satterfield is also your grill headquarters with Big Green Egg Grill. And our pros service everything in-house and back up all sales. Get the Satterfield Outdoor difference on Highway 280 right across from Tallapoosa Ford. Summer is on, and Royal Furniture is ready to celebrate 80 years of providing our customers top brand furniture at the industry's best prices. And now you can save huge with the 80th anniversary sale. At Royal, you always qualify for Royal credit terms, now up to 60 months at 0%. Save huge now and pay later at Royal Furniture, Auburn, Prattville, and Montgomery.
Hillaby Towers is an affordable senior citizens community located in Alexander City on Highway 22 East. Spacious one-bedrooms are available now. Great location, peaceful setting, comfortable living where pets are allowed and utilities are included. Call today to find out more information on Alexander City's best-kept secret, 256-329-0552. That's Hillaby Towers in Alexander City.
Sign Source is your local vendor for commercial and residential sign manufacturing and installation. We offer all kinds of lighted and non-lighted signage, from retail signs, LED message centers, event banners, vehicle wraps, the whole spectrum. We also offer service and repair on existing signs, as well as retrofitting to LED or installation of outsourced signage. We have the knowledge necessary to fulfill all of your signage needs in the short or long term. Visit signsourcenow.com to get started.
At Central Alabama Community College, we provide a quality education that will set you up for success. Whether you're pursuing a degree or advancing your career with technical training, CAC offers premier programs at 4 campuses in Alexander City, Childersburg, Prattville, and Talladega. From industrial, electronics to machining, our students are prepared for the workforce or further education. At CAC, you'll enjoy vibrant campus life, exciting athletics, and personalized support, all at an affordable price. Your future starts here at CAC. Apply today.
Summer's on, and Royal Furniture is ready to celebrate 80 years of providing our customers top brand furniture at the industry's best prices. And now you can save huge with the 80th anniversary sale. At Royal, you always qualify for Royal credit terms, now up to 60 months at 0%. Save huge now and pay later at Royal Furniture, Auburn, Prattville, and Montgomery.
Welcome back, everyone, to Sports Blitz Live. Andy and JJ here with you, just getting started on tonight's show. Thank you so much for all of you out there being with us. We are brought to you each and every Tuesday evening by Sunshine Heating and Air. For all your heating and cooling needs, give Kevin Keel and his crew a call today. Boy, it's reaching in the mid-90s this week, so I hope everybody's air conditioning is working.
Heat index of 105-ish.
Nice. So be sure. I mean, this could get dangerous. So make sure your air conditioning is in good working order. And if it's not, you need to make one call and one call only, and that is to Sunshine Heating and Air. Give them a call today. All right. We are looking at CBS Sports SEC predictions. We're starting in the basement, working our way up. So you got Arkansas and Mississippi State at the bottom at both 4-8. The Kentucky Wildcats, he has going 5-7, 2-7 in the league. 2 wins are over Vandy and Florida. Interesting. Kentucky over Florida at home. Losses to Alabama, at A&M, at South Carolina, LSU, at Oklahoma, at Tennessee, and at Missouri. That is a tough schedule. Alabama, A&M, South Carolina, LSU, Oklahoma, and Tennessee, and Florida throw in there too.
Yeah.
But
well, in Florida, I think what he's just looking at the schedule. I think maybe what's on his mind is they'll be hosting Florida after Florida has played Georgia and Atlanta and hosted Oklahoma. Maybe he's thinking they'll be a little beat up coming into that game, which is a possibility. I do think Florida's going to be better than Kentucky. 5-7, I'm not opposed to. I mean, they should beat Youngstown. They should beat South Alabama. I think at home they've got a good chance to beat Vandy. I mean, are we giving them this Louisville game? Because Louisville was pretty decent last year.
Yeah, I don't know anything about Louisville. Yeah, but they were certainly better.
So I don't know. I could see this team falling to 4-8, 3-9. Remember this: he's only got 3 teams with sub 500 records on this list. You know how many teams in the SEC had sub 500 last year?
5.
6.
6.
Yeah. So now you're adding an extra game, but somehow everybody's just going to win more.
Yeah, that is unlikely, isn't it? And like you say, I mean, this guy's never been a head coach before.
Yeah, I'm going to have to see it before I start believing.
Yeah. Vanderbilt Commodores come in at 6-6, 3-6 in the league. You got actually 3 teams at 6-6, 500. All of them 3-6 in the league. That would be Missouri, Florida, and Vanderbilt. You can pick your order, but Vanderbilt, coming off a couple of 10-win, bowl seasons. Diego Pavia. You got a true freshman quarterback you're going to throw out there, I would assume.
Jared Curtis, he'll be the starter.
Yeah.
But here's the thing. Like, from what you hear, like, every tool in the bag, right?
Mm-hmm.
The kid.
Oh, he's going to Georgia.
He was committed to Georgia.
Before he came to Vandy. So, whatever Clark Lee's doing, he's doing it well.
I would think, I don't disagree with the 6-6. I actually think 6-6 would be a good kind of bridge year for Vandy this year, coming off the 10 wins with Pavia. You got a true freshman quarterback. If you could get to 6 or 7 wins this year, I'd feel really good about the next 2 years. You know what I mean?
He's got NC State, Arkansas at home, at Mississippi State, and Tennessee at home as your 3 wins, and plus NC State. NC State ain't bad.
Yeah,
so that's 4 pretty impressive wins.
Well, remember this too. I mean, that's giving them a loss on the road at Kentucky, which I think is a very winnable game for them.
Mm-hmm.
So if they win that one and the ones up top, then they go 7-5. My inclination would be to give them a win at Kentucky
and a loss to Tennessee. Yeah, I'm just glad he gave them a loss at Auburn, because if we lose again to Vandy, I might be done. You might have to.
Pavia's gone. I mean, Pavia got y'all 3 years in a row, 2 different schools.
I am aware. I'm sick of him for sure. But yeah, okay. So, Vanderbilt coming back to earth a little bit, but still not bad. Still going bowling at 6-6. First year, new coach, Florida Gators, 6-6, 3-6. I ain't gonna be happy with that. I don't care what anybody says. But that's wins over, of course, Florida, Atlantic, Campbell. But South Carolina at home, Oklahoma at home, Vandy at home, and at FSU. Losses at Auburn early. Ole Miss at home, at Missouri, at Texas, Georgia at home.
Georgia
and at Kentucky. Oh, it's Jacksonville, yeah.
No, it's in Atlanta this year.
Oh, it is.
They're working on the stadium down there.
Really? Okay. Well, I would guess Florida is considered the home team, I guess. And not that it matters.
Yeah.
I don't know how they split tickets, 50-50.
I think they just split them. Yeah. But, I mean, it's going to be a heavy Georgia crowd in Atlanta, though.
Yeah.
Look, my thoughts. I think Florida's 7 or 8. And I would say, looking at Auburn, Ole Miss, Missouri, Kentucky, to get to 8, they would need to win 2 of those, and I think they're capable of that. I know they're capable of 1 of them, which will put them at 7-5. I think 6-6 is a little too low for the Gators, just based on what they have on the roster.
I could see them losing to Oklahoma at home, beating Missouri, and beating Kentucky on the road.
Yeah, exactly.
So, I mean, that's trading 1. You go 7-5. I think that's probably that's as easy for me to see than no. Missouri, he has them 6-6, 3-6. This is the one that you look at, but again, he has been defying predictions and expectations, and just continues to win double digits there in Missouri. Drinkwitz has done a fantastic job. Losing or winning at Kansas, Troy, at Mississippi State, Florida at home, and Kentucky at home. Losing to Texas A&M, at Ole Miss, at Arkansas, Texas, at Georgia, and Oklahoma at home.
I mean, right now I'm giving Drink a win against Arkansas. You know what I think of Arkansas,
right?
But so I think falling back to 6-6, the Missouri fans would not be happy. I think if they can win 7, I'm just trying to figure out what the 8th win would be, right? If 7 is Arkansas, are they going to beat A&M in Columbia? It's not impossible, right?
Not going to do it.
At Ole Miss, hard
not.
to, the hosting Texas, at Georgia, Oklahoma at home.
I don't see any of those, to be honest.
That's tough. So, 7-5 might be a ceiling on that team.
Now, I could see them losing to Florida as well. So, yeah, you could have I could see them going 5-7. To be perfectly honest.
The problem is, how many returning starters they have on defense? 0.
Never good.
Not one.
May not be bad, but it's never good.
Yeah, I mean, they've got nothing coming back on defense. I like Austin Simmons. I think he'll fit Drink's offense really well and probably perform really well. I think the offense will score points.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't know if they can stop anybody.
That is part of the game.
Yes.
Yeah. All right, we got to take a break. Don't go anywhere. More to come right after this.
You've dreamed about the perfect house, a place to call your own, and a place to not only stretch out, but to grow. Auto Owners protects your house because to you, it's home. That's simple human sense. Happy to help, man. I was just over there talking to myself anyway.
Sick of those fake sales with 50% off a price that never existed? Then you're ready for Memorial Day Mayopoly at Morgan Home Furnishings and Bama Outdoor, where the deals are real. It's simple. Spend at least $600 and take a draw from the cash bag, where each draw could earn you up to $250 to make that total melt away. And with no credit refused financing, everybody plays and everybody wins. Morgan Home Furnishings and Bama Outdoor, creating happiness both indoors and out.
There's only one option for top-of-the-line aftermarket upgrades on your vehicle, and that's Frontline Outfitters. We offer quality parts, lift kits, custom wheels and tires, bed covers, step bars, and toolboxes that are installed by trained and skilled professionals, to custom powder coating with hundreds of colors and finishes, to the highest quality film for window tinting using state-of-the-art film cutting technology. Call Frontline Outfitters at 256-409-8100. Don't be in the back of the line. Put your vehicle at the front with Frontline Outfitters.
I'm Joseph Dean with Lake Martin Funeral Home and Cremation in Dadeville. We're located at 16797 Highway 280, which is on the corner of 280 and 49 North. With an on-site crematory in Opelika and a cemetery in Tallapoosa County, we are a full-service funeral home. To get in touch with us, feel free to come by or call us, 256-750-0381. And for any other questions, you can visit the website at lakemartinfuneralhome.com.
With football here, Martin's at Lake Martin is ready with the lake's best place for sports, fun, and entertainment. With your favorite teams on over 20 big screens. And Martin's is now open 7 days a week. Monday, trivia night. Tuesday, open cornhole tournaments. Wednesday, free pool. Thursday, our huge bingo night with food trucks. And every Friday and Saturday, live entertainment with food trucks. Sunday, enjoy NFL ticket with hot dogs and chili. This football season, make the best game plan. Go to Martin's on 34 in Dadeville, where every hour is happy hour.
There's only one clear choice in the Lake Martin area for plumbing, heating, and air. That's All Clear Plumbing and Air. Our professionally trained technicians offer full service repair and installation on all major brands. From drips to water heaters, thermostats to entire air conditioning and heating systems, and everything in between. Our fast, reliable, and guaranteed top-notch customer service will keep you informed and up to speed through the entire process. Call us today or look for us on Facebook and Instagram at All Clear Plumbing and Air, 256-496-2056. License number 19172.
Looking to transform your outdoor space? Look no further than Bama Sheds. As a family-owned and operated business, we understand your needs. That's why we offer no credit check, rent-to-own options. Enjoy free delivery and setup within 35 miles of our 4 convenient locations. Whether you need a shed, pole barn, garage, or carport, we've got you covered. Visit our website at BamaSheds.com or call 256-268-8484. Bama Sheds, where quality meets affordability and your outdoor dreams become reality.
Welcome back, everyone, to Sports Blitz Live. Andy and JJ here with you, taking you up to 9 o'clock this evening. Thank you so much for all of you out there being with us. Hope you have a wonderful week and even better 4th of July on Saturday. We are taking a look tonight at CBS Sports SEC football predictions for the 2026 season. We have looked at the bottom category, if you want to call it that.
6 and 6 and under.
6 and under, 500 and below.
Yep.
You got six teams in this category. In the next category, we have 5 teams. This is your bowling, going bowling. Not going anywhere
7 or
good,
8.
but we're going bowling. 7 or 8 wins. South Carolina Gamecocks and the Auburn Tigers, 7-5, 4-5 in the SEC. South Carolina, we have here, doing their typical thing with Shane Beamer here, but winning against Kent State, Towson, Mississippi State, Kentucky, Tennessee at home, that's a big win. Georgia at home, that's a monumental win. And at Clemson, you talk about 3 wins to make
a Shane a lot of juice, right?
I mean, that's a huge little run there. Losses at Alabama, who they were close to beating Alabama at home last year. Was it last year or the year before? Last year. At Florida, at Oklahoma, A&M at home, and at Arkansas. Obviously, on the road, going to be tough, at least he feels like, for this year.
Look. Take that Georgia win off the board. That ain't going to happen. I can't. I'm having a tough time with that. I know I don't see anybody running the table and going 9-0 in the conference this year. But I'm struggling. South Carolina, and I picked South Carolina as one of my 3 teams to, that might double their win total from last year, right? They only went 4-8.
Right.
But that being said, I mean, they're not beating Georgia. And now they'll get a win against Arkansas, I think, because I think Arkansas is just trash. But Kent State, Towson, those are wins. They get Mississippi State at home, should be a win. Kentucky at home should be a win. Tennessee at home, 50-50 maybe. Georgia at home, probably a loss. And at Clemson, it's tough for me. I think Shane Beamer's last year is this year. I like what they've done. I like bringing in bringing in Kendall Briles. I think it's a good hire on the offensive side, and maybe they can win 7-8 games. I could also live in a world where they go 5-7.
Yeah, he always seems to do much less than they want, but yet somehow they'll beat certain teams. And I think that's where he gets this. He'll beat Tennessee and Georgia. And everybody will think, well, this is what we could be. But the quarterback will get hurt or something will happen, and you'll think, but, and it's always so. I think they're more likely probably to go like 6-6. Let's just call it in the middle.
That's kind of where I'm leaning, 6-6 or maybe 5-7.
And I think that probably will be his last year if he goes 6-6.
Yeah.
So the Auburn Tigers, first winning season in 5 years. For Auburn, you got 7-5 here, 4-5 in the SEC. Wins against Baylor to kick things off in Atlanta. Week 2 against Southern Miss. Week 3 against Florida. And Week 4 against Vanderbilt. Auburn opening the season 4-0.
No, Auburn opening the season 5-0.
5-0.
Because they got them beating Tennessee in Knoxville the following week.
Oh, wow. Well, they got to start 4-0, so they can't start 5-0.
Yeah.
At Tennessee, a win for the Auburn Tigers. Arkansas and Samford. There's your 7 wins.
Here's my question to you, Andy. If Auburn opened up the season 5-0,
huge disappointment to go 7-5.
Including a win in Knoxville.
Yeah.
And then the only games you win for the rest of the season are Arkansas and Samford.
That would be a disappointment.
Yeah.
That would be very Auburn.
I mean,
but that'd be a disappointment.
Look, and I don't think it's going to go quite that way. I think Auburn in the first half of the schedule, and I'm including Georgia in this week 7. I think Auburn needs to be at 4-2. I think they can be at 4-2. But I think they need to be at 4-2 because the back half's a little tougher. And if you go 3-3, which is kind of what I'm thinking down the back half, you wind up at 7. Look, I had Brett Crawford here almost had my exact where I'm thinking Auburn because I had Auburn at 7-5. I had them with a loss to Tennessee and a win against Mississippi State. So if you flip-flop those two, you wind up with 7-5. It's just a different way of getting there.
Losses at Georgia, LSU at home, at Ole Miss, at Mississippi State, at Alabama. If Auburn begins the year 5-0, anything less than 8-4 would be hugely disappointing. Now, it'll be what it'll be, but if they were to start 5-0, I don't think there's any chance they go 7-5. I think they win 9 games if they start 5-0.
Well, one, I don't think they're starting 5-0.
I don't either, but I'm just saying, if they did.
It's still, one thing that he's, look, hadn't won in Tuscaloosa since 2010, okay? Mm-hmm. Hadn't beat Georgia in
2005 in Athens. In
Athens, 2005. LSU at home. I'm still holding
I'm not
out
buying
to see how good
LSU is. So far.
People are trying to put them in the category with Texas and Georgia, and I don't see that.
Yeah.
There's some tough. At Ole Miss is tough. But, yeah, I think 7-5 is about right. I just don't agree with the structure of how he got there.
Yeah. Oh, I could live with 7-5. I could certainly buy that, but like I say, not in the way that he is getting to that. Not in the road that they take to get there. All right.
Auburn to me is a little bit like Florida. I can see them winning 6. I can see them winning 8.
Probably win 7.
So 7-5 sounds like a good middle ground there.
All right. When we come back, we'll take a look at the 8-4 teams. There are 3 of them above Auburn and South Carolina. We'll talk about those when we come back right after this.
Two Rivers Lumber Company has a proud heritage in the state of Alabama and is excited to announce we are opening a new facility in the Lake Martin area late 2025. Our company specializes in southern yellow pine dimension lumber, and we plan to employ over 150 in our new community of Lake Martin. Two Rivers Lumber Company is a family-run business with over 45 years of service to the state. And we are happy to become a part of the Lake Martin community and want to wish the best of luck to all area athletic teams in all competitions. Two Rivers Lumber, Lake Martin's newest community partner, coming soon.
What makes Zaxby's giant chicken finger quesadilla so giant? Crispy fingers, sauce, and melty cheese. Zaxby's giant chicken finger quesadillas. Who's got the sauce?
Zaxby's. Heritage South Credit Union in Alexander City is your community credit union, and they have been for over 80 years. Heritage South Credit Union proudly serves Tallapoosa, Coosa, Lee, Chambers, Randolph, and Chilton counties. From checking to business accounts, to share savings to club accounts, to their kids club and investments. Visit them online at myhscu.com. Heritage South Credit Union, your community credit union for 80 years. Federally insured by NCUA.
Bundle your home and auto and save money with State Farm's personal price plan. Contact State Farm agent Ron Carroll today at 256-378-6631 or visit him on Highway 280 in Childersburg. Prices vary by state, options selected by customer availability, and eligibility may vary.
If you listen carefully, you'll hear the roads of Alabama calling. And Sarah Honda has your answer. Serving you for over 40 years with one of the largest Honda and pre-owned inventories in the state and the Sarah Promise. Our best deal when you buy or trade, a 72-hour exchange policy, a no-hassle trade-in promise. Written offers are good for 7 days. And our best service promise. Our factory-certified technicians help keep your vehicle running smoothly. That's why Alabama can be yours to discover in a new vehicle from Sarah Honda in Sylacauga.
Welcome back, everyone, to Sports Blitz Live. Andy and JJ here with you. One more segment in the first hour of tonight's program. We are looking at the CBS Sports SEC football predictions for 2026. Working our way from the bottom to the top. We're in the middle section here, the 8-4 teams. There are 3 of them. The Oklahoma Sooners coming in at 8-4, 5-4 in the SEC. That would probably be a pretty big disappointment to Sooner fans coming into the year anyway. It depends on how things go, but it always, has a lot to do with who you beat, and maybe you started out strong and finished bad, or either, maybe you started out slow and finished strong. I mean, you can still end up with the same record, but it feels different. Oklahoma 8-4, 5-4. You got UTEP as a win at Michigan. That's a big win early.
That to me is one of those games that is going to. We're going to know everything we need to know about Oklahoma after that game,
or Michigan for that matter.
Or Michigan. Well, I expect Michigan to be solid. Not great, but solid. I mean, Whittingham's legit.
They'll be tough. I'm pretty sure.
We forget that Brent Venables came into last year on the hot seat. Mm-hmm. So it's not like Venables just been over there, ripping off wins left and right, and he lost those 2 games by midseason. He had to run the table down the stretch.
Yeah.
Now credit to him, he did it. But yeah, Oklahoma is a big candidate for me to have a major disappointing season. I mean, like 6-6 disappointing season. Because if they start off with a loss to Michigan, and that's where if they lose at Michigan, 2 weeks later they go to Athens to play Georgia. Mm-hmm. Then after the open week they play Texas and Dallas. Now if they're sitting at 2-3, there's going to be a lot of chatter out there.
Right.
And then who's to say they can go to the Swamp and win in week 10, right? And then turn around, come home and play Ole Miss and then Texas A&M. Well, that's 1-2. If they lose all 3 of those, 1, 2, 3, 6-6. And are we discussing a new coach in Oklahoma? Or do they go, well, but he was 10-2 the year before?
Yeah. Well, I think we saw that for all the hype surrounding John Mateer. He a Heisman winner. He is not.
No, he's a wild card. He's a talented guy.
He is, but he
takes too many chances with the ball. Too many chances with the ball. Just throws it. He will throw it blind if he gets in a mood. So
yeah, I'm with you. I could definitely see that. That's a challenge. They Oklahoma's had a challenging schedule, and this one's not. This one's much the same. So that. All right, Tennessee's 8-4, 5-4 as well. Wins for the Volunteers. Furman at Georgia Tech. Now, again, that's a very interesting out-of-conference game.
Another early one where we might learn a little something, right?
Yeah. Kennesaw State should obviously be a win. At Arkansas. Alabama at home in Knoxville. Interesting. Kentucky at home, at Vanderbilt, and LSU at home. Losses, Texas at home, Auburn at home, at South Carolina, and at Texas A&M.
Could you see them? All right, there's things about Tennessee, right? Like the preseason publications and the preseason talk is that Tennessee has the best offensive line in the conference. That's a big deal. That you can do some things when you got an O-line.
Yeah.
Got a new defensive coordinator coming in, but your big portal addition at edge no longer on the team. He gone. So, true freshman quarterback, more than likely, I think Faison Brandon's going to win that job eventually.
Okay.
So, true freshman quarterback, could you see a world where those losses line up and then they also lose to, say, Alabama and LSU? I could.
Sure.
I think Tennessee, I like Heupel, but I don't love Heupel. You know what I mean? Like, it's like, so how's Josh Heupel? Like, yeah, he's good. He's fine.
Yeah.
You know, so I'm kind of looking at Tennessee more of a 7-5 this year.
I think Heupel's got a little bit of that Gus Malzahn in him. In that you watch Tennessee, and if you watch the first quarter and you turn it, you'll be thinking, man, Tennessee's like the best team in the country.
Yeah.
Because they'll always go down and score the first series. And in the second series, they'll go down and they might kick a field goal.
Yeah.
And in the third series, they go 3 and out. And in the fourth series, they go 3 and out. And in the fifth series, they go 3 and out.
And like this is like hard to quantify, but it's just things that bother me, right? Chaz Coleman, transfer from Penn State, comes with Jim Knowles, the new coordinator. Big time edge rusher, and Tennessee paid him a lot of money. And he practiced for about a week, and then he talk about, I don't know, mental health issues is kind of how they're framing it. But for whatever reason, he wasn't happy, and so he left. So he gone. Last year, you had the linebacker, Boo Carter. Same thing, right? It's like, well, is Boo Carter playing? Well, we don't know. And the year before that, you had Nico Iamaleava.
Yeah.
Same thing. So this keeps happening with like high-profile players that you are counting on a lot, and then poof,
Yeah.
And it just makes me wonder what in the world, like it's not something I can go, well, that tells me A, B, or C, but it's just like makes me worry a little.
Yeah. I could say you never like that kind of consternation within the program, for sure. All right, Texas A&M. Now, this would be hugely disappointing, I believe. 8-4, 5-4 in the league. After coming off a brilliant year last year, Mike Elko, he's the toast of the town. Texas A&M was like undefeated, whether 8-0 or 9-0.
Yeah, they've got commitments.
They got the number one. They got the number one recruiting class in the country, and boy, momentum. I mean, and then they come into the year and they go 8-4. That would not be good.
I mean, it's. Here's the thing with A&M. You and I talked about this going into the season last year. Their schedule was soft by SEC standards last year.
Yeah.
Same thing with Ole Miss. You and I, before the season, we were making our predictions. It's like, well, I wanted to put Ole Miss at 8-4, but looking at this schedule, I got them at 10-2. They wound up going 11-1. So, but schedule makes a difference. And this year, A&M is at LSU, at Alabama, at Oklahoma. Still got to host Texas end of the year, who spanked you pretty good last year. You're on the road at South Carolina. On the road at Missouri is not a gimme. So
Tennessee's no fun.
I can see A&M falling to 8-4 this year, and yeah, that would be a huge disappointment for A&M fans.
He does have them losing at LSU, at Alabama, at Oklahoma, and Texas, which, like you said, that's easily convincible that you could say they would lose those 4 games. So, when they out of conference, they got Arizona State. I don't know what Arizona State's going to be, but they've been at least.
Yeah, they've got like Marcel Reed is an incredible athlete, but like I watched Marcel Reed in the first half of that South Carolina game last year play the worst football maybe of any quarterback all year.
It was terrible.
And then in the second half, he played maybe the best football of any quarterback all year. Like Marcel Reed is the most inconsistent, it's just not, and maybe he takes a big leap, but again, this is one of those things I can't quantify, but I get nervous when you lose both coordinators. Both coordinators are gone, including the new head coach at Kansas State, Colin Klein, who had been developing Marcel Reed. Now, Holman Wiggins, the new offensive coordinator, came to A&M from Alabama. He was on Saban's staff at Alabama. He was co-OC and wide receivers coach. But he's never been a quarterback coach, and he's never called plays before. And this is the guy that's going to develop Marcel Reed and get the most out of him. So, yeah, I'm with Crawford. I can see A&M at 8-4.
Okay. Well, that I would have fired Shane Beamer. He would not have been allowed back on the bus
After the halftime celebration?
No, after that game.
Well, yeah, but you remember at halftime.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, pumping up the crowd, you know.
He would have stayed in College Station. Not been allowed back on the plane. You are fired. A Lane Kiffin situation. Fired on the tarmac. But that's South Carolina. All right, we got to take another break, but never fear. Hour number 2 of Sports Blitz Live is on the way right after this, and it's the best of the best, the elite top class here, 9-3 to 11-1. When we come back right after this.
Two Rivers Lumber Company has a proud heritage in the state of Alabama and is excited to announce we are opening a new facility in the Lake Martin area late 2025. Our company specializes in southern yellow pine dimension lumber, and we plan to employ over 150 in our new community of Lake Martin. Two Rivers Lumber Company is a family-run business with over 45 years of service to the state. And we are happy to become a part of the Lake Martin community and want to wish the best of luck to all area athletic teams in all competitions. Two Rivers Lumber, Lake Martin's newest community partner, coming soon.
What makes Zaxby's giant chicken finger quesadillas so giant? Crispy fingers, sauce, and melty cheese. Zaxby's giant chicken finger quesadillas. Who's got the sauce?
Zaxby's. Heritage South Credit Union in Alexander City is your community credit union, and they have been for over 80 years. Heritage South Credit Union proudly serves Tallapoosa, Coosa, Lee, Chambers, Randolph, and Chilton counties. From checking to business accounts, to share savings to club accounts, to their kids club and investments. Visit them online at myhscu.com. Heritage South Credit Union, your community credit union for 80 years. Federally insured by NCUA.
Bundle your home and auto and save money with State Farm's personal price plan. Contact State Farm agent Ron Carroll today at 256-378-6631 or visit him on Highway 280 in Childersburg. Prices vary by state, options selected by customer availability, and eligibility may vary.
If you listen carefully, you'll hear the roads of Alabama calling. And Sarah Honda has your answer. Serving you for over 40 years with one of the largest Honda and pre-owned inventories in the state and the Sarah Promise. Our best deal when you buy or trade, a 72-hour exchange policy, a no-hassle trade-in promise. Written offers are good for 7 days. And our best service promise. Our factory-certified technicians help keep your vehicle running smoothly. That's why Alabama can be yours to discover in a new vehicle from Sarah Honda in Sylacauga.
Welcome back to Sports Blitz Live. Andy Graham and Jeremy Jeffcoat with you here until 9 o'clock this evening. Thank you so much for all of you out there being with us tonight. Talking a lot about SEC football in the upcoming season of 2026. CBS Sports has made some pretty detailed SEC predictions for this year. We have taken a look, starting at the bottom, going to the top. We have gone through now 11, or no, I take that back. We've gone through now 9 of the 16 teams in the SEC, not 9. 11 through 11 of the 16 teams.
Yeah.
Yes, that's right.
1, 2, 3.
So we 11. So we got 5 left. I was not a math major. All right, we are at the top here, the top of the pyramid. We will begin 9-3. We have Alabama and Ole Miss coming in at 9-3, 6-3 in the league. Here's an interesting question, just right off the bat.
Mm-hmm.
Will 9-3 get you in the playoff?
Maybe. This year, maybe, because of the SEC going to the 9-game conference schedule. When the strength of schedule ratings come out in August, I would be willing to bet you that the SEC will have all 16 teams will be somewhere in the top 20 or 25 toughest schedules.
I can see that.
Because of the addition of that 9th game.
And also, so could you see, now here you could break it down even further, if it were to work out exactly as he predicts,
mm-hmm.
Could you see 5 teams getting in from the SEC, Or would it only be 4? And who would go between Alabama and Ole Miss? Would it be the highest ranked team because they don't play each other?
I think you would have to get into the metrics a little bit. You'd have to look at their strength of schedule ratings, strength of record ratings, all of that sort of thing. I don't think it would be just, well, you got to pick one of them. I think you'd have to really dive into the metrics of the schedule. You have to look at win-loss records of everybody they beat and that kind of thing.
Yeah. All right, so
I would say this: Alabama's 3 losses, if it comes out like Brad Crawford says, with the 3 losses being Georgia at home and then Tennessee and LSU on the road, those aren't terrible losses.
No.
So,
well, okay, let's start with Ole Miss. I had them just, again, the same record. They don't play each other, so technically I guess you'd say they're tied. But Ole Miss, their wins, Louisville, Charlotte, LSU at home, pretty impressive win. At Florida, another impressive win. At Vanderbilt, Missouri, Auburn, Wofford, and Mississippi State at home, the Egg Bowl. Losses at Texas, Georgia, at Oklahoma. So Trinidad Chambliss in year 2 here. Number 1, he got to be healthy and make it through the entire year, or Ole Miss, I don't believe, has a legitimate chance to go 9-3.
You no longer believe in Deuce Knight?
Wow, did I ever believe in it?
I don't know.
I mean, okay, that you maybe so.
I mean, I like Ole Miss this year, and I definitely could see 9-3. Pete Golding seems like a really good dude, and I think, but I could also see 8-4.
Okay.
I don't know that it's going to get any better than 9-3, if that makes sense, but it could be a little worse. So, if you give me, you told me they were going to go 8-4, I'd buy it. You tell me 9-3, I'm like, pretty good year, for a first-year head coach.
Yeah. At Texas, Georgia, and at Oklahoma, those are 3 really tough games.
The big question, like, we know Trinidad can play. We know Kejuan Lacey can play.
Yeah.
Since Pete Golding's been there, the defense has been improved. It's been better. But the question I have is, who's he going to throw the ball to? Because their top 5 leading receivers are gone. So, who are you throwing the ball to? I don't remember them bringing in any high-profile guys. So,
I don't keep up with it like but yeah. I take back what I said. If he gets hurt, there's no question whatsoever Deuce Knight will win the Heisman.
Okay.
No question whatsoever. All right, Alabama, 9-3, 6-3, wins over East Carolina, at Kentucky, Florida State at home, South Carolina at home, at Mississippi State, Texas A&M at home. That'd be a big win. At Virginia Tech, at Vanderbilt, Chattanooga, and winning against Auburn in the Iron Bowl. Losses: Georgia at home, at Tennessee, at LSU. Again, that's 3 really tough games.
When I looked at the schedule the first time, because I've told you for months that Alabama smells like a 9-3 team to me this year.
Yeah,
I think the defense is really good. And I think the offense is really young. So, they'll balance each other a little bit. But this was exactly the way, just cursory sort of, without getting into it too much, just cursory sort of look. 2 things, though. Alabama is going to take, I think, the best secondary in the SEC. If it's not number 1, if it's not the best secondary in the SEC, it's not the 3rd best either. Georgia might be, but. All the top 5 defensive backs all coming back, and a couple of them could be first rounders. So they go to Tennessee with probably a true freshman quarterback against maybe the best secondary in the league. They could pull that win off, but still go 9-3, because as we know, as we've learned over the last couple of years, Kalen DeBoer has this weird habit of finding a loss somewhere that he shouldn't have, right?
Right.
And so that's what worries me about the South Carolina game or the Mississippi State game, which comes the week before Georgia. or after the LSU game, they turn around and go to Vanderbilt, right? So if finding a loss that you shouldn't have might keep him from going 10-2 there. But, yeah, I think 9-3 sounds right to me.
I think that, yeah. I think anything less would be anything less would continue to stir talk about Kellen DeBoer being.
8-4 would be a disappointment, but it depends on how it looks, right? Mm-hmm. Did Georgia come into Bryant-Denny and blow you out by 17? Those are the questions, right? Did you go to LSU and get spanked 31-14?
Yeah.
Those are the questions.
Well, for any other team, I would say yes. Mm. But for Alabama and their fans,
well, it depends on
8-4.
It depends on the fans.
8-4 would be like they would be jumping off bridges. I heard them.
Yeah. One that is on Birmingham radio would be for sure.
Yeah.
But I think I could see 8-4. I could see 10-2. So I fall in the middle at 9-3.
Which I think is, yeah. And I think that they could live with that. Not long, but I think they could live with that. All right, LSU comes in at 10-2, 7-2 in the league, and we will talk about them when we come back.
Drinking the Kool-Aid.
Only 3 teams here at the top in double digits in the SEC. All right, we will be back with more right after this.
Hi, this is Brian Bice with Bice Motors. With our all-star lineup of Dodge trucks, Jeep, SUVs, and Chrysler cars, we offer the area a team dedicated to making your next vehicle purchase a positive experience. Our sales team offers competitive pricing, and we back up all sales with a service department second to none. Bice Motors also offers the area's best selection of pre-owned vehicles. Visit Bice Motors at 2133 Cherokee Road in Alexander City.
Guaranteed lowest price. Buy it at Bice. Bice Motors.
If you haven't been to Big B Barbecue in Alex City, then you're missing the best barbecue around. Big B has everything from the best pulled or chopped pork, chicken, and beef to cheeseburgers and grilled chicken salads. Bring your friends and family out for a great dinner and sit outside on our beautiful patio, or sit inside and enjoy your meal by the fireplace. So come in and join us and enjoy the best barbecue in the area only at Big B Barbecue, located on Highway 22 West in Alex City.
At Central Alabama Community College, we provide a quality education that will set you up for success. Whether you're pursuing a degree or advancing your career with technical training, CAC offers premier programs at 4 campuses in Alexander City, Childersburg, Prattville, and Talladega. From industrial, electronics to machining, our students are prepared for the workforce or further education. At CAC, you'll enjoy vibrant campus life, exciting athletics, and personalized support, all at an affordable price. Your future starts here at CAC. Apply today.
Glory's Furniture Express, your expressway to savings. Come on, get on board. Glory's Furniture saves you more. We try harder in every way, so drive a little and save today. Glory's Furniture Express, your expressway to savings.
The all-new Winter Timber is now open. Located right next to the Walmart Market across from the Auburn Mall. If the outdoors is your lifestyle, Winter Timber is your new headquarters. From rifles, ammo, and hunting supplies, camo, and all the outdoor essentials, they've got it in stock and ready for you. Winter Timber is here to serve Auburn, Opelika, and the entire Lake Martin area. And they'll make the drive worth it. For the best selection and the best service in outdoor gear, one name says it all. Winter Timber, the best in outdoor needs.
Welcome back, everyone, to Sports Blitz Live. Andy and JJ here with you, taking you up to, again, 9 o'clock. Thank you so much for all of you out there being with us tonight. Looking here at some SEC predictions from CBS Sports. We're at the very top now. We have LSU predicted to go 10-2 in the league, or 10-2 overall, 7-2 in the league, with wins against Clemson in I don't know how the Death Valley.
Baton
You want
Rouge.
La Tech, which is the original Death Valley? Do you know?
No.
Me neither. I bet both would claim they are.
Oh, yeah.
La Tech, which you can almost guarantee that's going to be a win. Texas A&M at home. McNeese at Kentucky, Mississippi State, at Auburn, Alabama, at Tennessee, Arkansas. The only two losses at Ole Miss, which you got to kind of figure that game's going to be so hyped up. I mean, they're going to be – that's going to be insane. One of those games where you can't help but think there's no way LSU's going to win that game, which I can see why he's got that as a loss. And at Tennessee is the two losses. Now, I could find a couple of more losses in there, but –
Let me ask you this question, Andy. Could you envision a scenario where post-game press conference in Tiger Stadium and Dabo Swinney just a grinning, talking about the Roy bus and, little old Clemson and, nobody thought we'd do anything. We were all dead and buried. Y'all buried us long ago.
Yeah.
Because I can imagine that, right? That's the kind of game where Dabo Swinney sometimes just sneaks up and plucks one off,
I would not be surprised to see Clemson win that game at all.
That being said, I think LSU is going to win that game. I think.
Okay.
But, when I look at LSU, so here's why I'm not buying LSU as a 10-win team. Because I'm with Crawford. I think Ole Miss is just going to play with their hair on fire in week 3, and I think they'll win that game. Then LSU's got to turn around the very next week and take on Texas A&M. The old saying about don't let somebody beat you twice. I think Lane Kiffin can get in his feels a little bit, right?
Yeah.
They could lose that game. Now, trot on into Jordan Hare week 8. Maybe they win that game.
Look out.
Maybe you find yourself in a dogfight, right?
Well, if Auburn started out 5-0, then
Yeah, Alabama hasn't lost in Death Valley for been a long time. I think it's going on a decade now. And then Texas comes to Baton Rouge. I can look at this. I'm not buying Tennessee as hard as Crawford is. I think we talked about that. But 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I can find 6 losses on here if I look hard enough. If I squint really hard. I don't think they'll go 6-6, but I can find 6 games that are losable.
I'd love that. I'd pay money for that probably.
I think they're going to go 8-4. That's what I don't know exactly what losses they'll be, but I think there's too much transition. Sam Leavitt, for all the hype that he got this offseason, is I believe 1-11 as a starting quarterback in his career in November. I realize it wasn't at LSU. He's a runaround quarterback who's coming off surgery
with a broken foot.
And he's a little careless with the ball sometimes. He throws too many picks. Lane Kiffin can coach quarterbacks. I expect Sam Leavitt to put up good numbers. I'm just saying I don't think Sam Leavitt is, Mendoza or something. I don't see it being that way. I think they're going to find 4 losses.
You could reverse and put A&M where LSU is and LSU where A&M is.
Yeah.
I could see that, or they could both go 9-3.
Absolutely.
I think that may be more likely than any.
Of the last 3 teams that we've done, LSU, Alabama, and Ole Miss, one of them's going to slip to 8-4.
Mm-hmm.
One of them is. I don't know which one, but one of those 3 is going to slip to 8-4. And right now, I'm leaning LSU.
Okay, I like that. I can live with that. All right, we got 2 teams, and they're not hard to pick, who will be 11-1 according to CBS Sports. 11-1, 8-1 in the SEC. Texas and Georgia, who yet again will apparently play in the SEC championship game for supremacy of the league. Texas, he has going 11-1. The only loss of the year on the road at Baton Rouge. And for Georgia, the only loss of the year on the road, we already discussed it, at South Carolina. Now, again, we talked about this, and I said before the show, if this was a decade ago, then you could, South Carolina, whenever Georgia plays them early, man, that's always a dogfight. South Carolina's, they've got their number. Yeah, this ain't a decade ago, and this one ain't early. They're not going to overlook South Carolina. I know they have their number, but I just cannot. Now, I think Kirby has lost to South. A really good Georgia team has lost to South. There's precedent for this, but it ain't happening this year.
I don't think so either. I could see him losing on the road at Ole Miss. I could see him losing on the road at Alabama. I don't think they're going to lose on the road at South Carolina. I sort of agree with the 11-1 on Georgia.
Why would you not?
I'm not picking anybody in the Southeastern Conference to go undefeated in a 9-game schedule.
No.
But I sort of agree with the 11-1. Texas, I'm a little different. I'm thinking maybe a 10-2 on Texas. And it's just the difference in my level of belief in Kirby Smart versus my level of belief in Steve Sarkisian to keep his team focused and rolling all year. And I'll say this. If Texas does not win the national championship this year, or at least get to the title game, then Sarkisian's never going to do it. If they don't do it this year. And just an example of what they did, they went and spent big money on a left tackle, right? And they brought in one of the best in the country. And then they went and got a right tackle. Now, their right tackle last year was so good that he was projected as a second-round pick. He chose to come back. But they bring in a right tackle anyway and slide their second-round draft pick right tackle down to right guard. So this team is loaded to the gills.
And they go out and get one of the best wide receivers in the country.
Cam Coleman is certainly one of the most athletic, and you're going to, if Arch Manning can continue to be coached up, bring in 2 hotshot running backs, they bring in defensive help, they literally have the best roster in college football. And if you can't get at least to the Final Four of the championship game, then you're never going to get there. If you don't win it this year, you're not going to win it. But I trust Kirby more than I trust Sark. You know what I mean?
Well, I don't know what Ohio State lost.
A lot of defense.
But they made Texas look stupid last year.
But they lost a lot of defense, but they bring back a lot of offense.
Yeah.
And I could see Ohio State going to Austin and winning that game. I could see Texas dropping one, maybe a road game at A&M at the end of the year.
Yeah. I could see them losing at Tennessee.
Yeah, I could see them losing at LSU. I could see them giving up one to somebody they shouldn't, like in Oklahoma, right?
They've already lost to Red River rival. They should have won.
Yeah.
So it happens.
Anything less than 10 wins, and we're going to be talking about whether or not Sarkisian needs to be there next year.
I would agree with that.
And then let me ask you this. They went out and paid $2.5 million a year to get Will Muschamp back. Did they do that to have an interim there just in case?
Well, he's done it before, so
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah. It's a good question.
Just things that go through my head.
Food for thought.
That being said, I'm going to have Texas probably in my top 3 or 4 when the season starts, but there's something. There's something with Sark where I'm like, okay, it's nut cutting time. Nah, he's not going to do it. That's kind of where I fall on that.
Yeah. He's not strong-willed.
And it's not that he's underachieving, right? It's not that he's going out there and going 7-5, 6-6 every year. It's not that. I mean, he's winning a lot of games, and he's putting them in playoffs and putting them in SEC championship games, and winning games in the playoff. Playing for the national title a few years ago. I don't know if you're ever going to have a better opportunity than you're going to have this year.
All right, we got to take another break, but don't go anywhere. We'll be back with more right after these messages.
Summer's on, and Royal Furniture is ready to celebrate 80 years of providing our customers top brand furniture at the industry's best prices. And now you can save huge with the 80th anniversary sale. At Royal, you always qualify for Royal credit terms, now up to 60 months at 0%. Save huge now and pay later at Royal Furniture, Auburn, Prattville, and Montgomery.
Big wins all year long. Dixie Electric Plumbing and Air once again is giving away concert tickets, race tickets, highly coveted prizes, and more. Want in? Follow Dixie on Facebook to see how to play along.
Craving pizza done right? Come to Lake Martin Pizza, where flavor meets the lake, with 2 locations, 63 South in Alexander City and Highway 49 South in Dadeville. Grab a 14 or 18-inch specialty pizza or build your own masterpiece. Go half and half your way. In a hurry, stop in for our lunch specials. Hot, fresh pizza by the slice, served daily. We've got more than just pizza. Try our fresh salads, cheesy breadsticks, garlic knots, and sweet cinnamon twists. Lake days, game nights, or family dinners, Lake Martin Pizza hits the spot every time.
I'm Joseph Dean with Lake Martin Funeral Home and Cremation in Dadeville. We're located at 16797 Highway 280, which is on the corner of 280 and 49 North. With an on-site crematory in Opelika and a cemetery in Tallapoosa County, we are a full-service funeral home. To get in touch with us, feel free to come by or call us, 256-750-0381. And for any other questions, you can visit the website at lakemartinfuneralhome.com.
Heritage South Credit Union in Alexander City is your community credit union, and they have been for over 80 years. Heritage South Credit Union proudly serves Tallapoosa, Coosa, Lee, Chambers, Randolph, and Chilton counties. From checking to business accounts, to share savings to club accounts, to their kids club and investments. Visit them online at myhscu.com. Heritage South Credit Union, your community credit union for 80 years. Federally insured by NCUA.
Welcome back, everyone, to Sports Blitz Live. Andy and JJ here with you. Just about 30 more minutes or so left in tonight's show. Thank you so much for all of you out there being with us tonight. We are going to go to the Eric McKinley Mortgage Pro Hotline and welcome in Bo. Hey, Bo, how's it going tonight?
How y'all doing, brothers?
Good. Good to see you. Good to hear from you. What's going on?
Hey, Cam Coleman used to be my favorite player when he played at Auburn, right?
He was a good
one. And now he's my least favorite player because I bought one of his jerseys, man, and now it ain't even no good. I want him to flop. I want him to be the biggest disappointment that's ever happened to football.
Tell me how you really feel about it now.
That's the way I feel, brother. And I think we're going to go 9-3, man.
9-3. Do you got a feel for who the 3 losses are going to be against?
Let's see here. Not really, but I don't think it's going to be no teams that we shouldn't have lost to.
Yeah, you got Georgia. You got a road game at Georgia. You got LSU at home, a road game at Tennessee, a road game at Ole Miss. Of course, you got the Iron Bowl at the end of the year. There's some landmines out there.
I'm not worried about that one. That's automatic.
I always worry about that one.
I don't because our Brown's going to light them up, man.
Well, I certainly hope so.
Oh, yeah. Anyway, are y'all going to start doing any recruiting things on here, man?
Well, we can do a recruiting segment every week if you want us to start one.
Yes, man. I mean, Auburn's on fire, man. We're up for 3 more commitments coming soon.
They are doing really well. Alex Golis has got it rolling right now. I like to see it for sure.
Oh, yeah. Well, y'all have a blessed one, brother.
All right, appreciate it. Thank you, Bo. Have a happy Fourth.
Man.
All right.
Yeah, new coaches to me, I just have a hard, like, new coach at LSU is going to go 10-2 right out the gate. I have a hard time with that. That's why, like, I have Auburn at 7-5, which is where, honestly, I think they should be. I think that, that would be fair for this year. I could see 8-4. I could see 6-6, so I'm landing at 7-5, right?
Okay.
LSU, I cannot land at 10. 10 to me would be maxing out LSU this year, because they're not an 11 or 12 win team. So if you're going 10, you're going Lane Kiffin totally maxed out this team.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, I definitely.
I could see 9. I could see 8. I can't see 10.
That's what. So Georgia max 11. You said nobody's
I can't pick anybody to
going
go undefeated. Now somebody might do it, but I can't pick anybody to go undefeated in the SEC when you got to play 9 conference games.
Basement for Georgia.
Basement. 9-3.
9.
That's Gunnar Stockton getting hurt. You know what I mean? That's
unforeseen circumstances.
Unforeseen circumstances, but it's hard for me with Georgia. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 4 road games, true road games this year.
Mm-hmm.
So and the cocktail party they get in Atlanta. So hard for me to see that.
So Texas 10-2 ceiling or 11-1.
No, the ceiling is 11-1.
Okay.
But I don't trust Sark to pull that off. Basement's 9-3 probably.
9-3. But
They're
LSU
just too good. They're too good to go worse than that, I think.
LSU ceiling 10 wins.
Yep.
What's the basement for LSU?
7.
Woo.
That's basement now.
Okay.
But again, new coach, 40-something new players on the roster. So you got to give a little wider berth, right? We don't know what we're going to get yet.
Alabama ceiling?
Ceiling is 10, and probably like LSU, the floor is 7.
Okay.
Only because of, so much we don't know, all the new faces. Now, 7-5 would be a tough year. You know what I mean? For the DeBoer family.
No question.
Yeah.
I'm sure if they fired him at $60 million, he would just be crying into it every night.
Well, it's no fun for your kids when everybody's talking about you like that.
Oh, that's true. Yeah. Ole Miss ceiling.
Ceiling's probably 10.
Okay.
I think the floor for them, I would put a little higher, maybe 8. Hard for me to imagine them going 7-5, but again, first-year head coach, maybe the floor is 7.
Texas A&M ceiling.
I think ceiling's 10. I don't trust Marcel Reed to get you any more than that. Now, they probably got a higher floor. I would give them a floor of 8.
Okay, so he's got Texas A&M at 8-4 or 5-4. You think that's the basement?
Yeah.
Okay. Tennessee.
Tennessee's floor is 6-6. I think the ceiling's probably 9-3.
Okay. Oklahoma.
Ceiling of 9-3 and a floor of 6-6, about the same.
Okay. Auburn ceiling.
Auburn ceiling 9-3. I think the floor is probably 5-7.
5-7.
Yeah. I mean, you got to.
It's a wide berth. For
it
Auburn.
is a wide berth because again, we don't know what we're getting yet.
You don't ever know what you're getting with Auburn.
No, but
I mean, let's be honest.
I've just said, what is it? Is it 13, 16 South Florida transfers?
Mm-hmm.
How are they going to gel? How is that? How are they going to adjust?
In major spots.
Including quarterback, right? Byron Brown, I don't think is going to go 3,000, 1,000 in the SEC. I don't even know if you want him to because he was running the ball 17 times a game.
If he can go 2,500, 500.
Yeah.
Auburn's had a great year.
Yeah, absolutely. I think you want him to throw for 2,500 yards. You want him to rush for 400 or 500. Give you some touchdowns. Don't turn the ball over. If it were me, I wouldn't give him more than about 12 or 13 carries a game. It wouldn't be 17.
No.
Because you're just going to wind up getting him hurt.
Yeah. South Carolina, ceiling basement.
This one's, you talk about a wide berth, man. I think it's about the same as Auburn. 9 is the ceiling and 5 is the floor.
Yeah, I may give him an 8 as the ceiling, but maybe it's 9.
But the only reason, obviously, Lenore Sellers, You got Dylan Stewart, who might be the best edge rusher in the country, maybe the top edge rusher off the board in the draft next year. You've got the wide receiver, I forget his name, but just a freak, 10, 100-meter guy that's 240 pounds, 6'4". So, but they got to get it together. And I do like Kendall Briles, so I would say they could get to 9. They could fall to 5.
Missouri.
I'm going to give them a ceiling of 8 just because I don't think their defense can stop anybody. And probably a floor 6. I mean, Drink's pretty, I think 6-6 is the worst they would do this year.
Okay. Florida.
I think Florida has a 9 win
I'm telling you,
ceiling.
6-6 better be the worst they can do this year.
Yeah, I would say 9 wins is the ceiling and 6 is the floor.
I think that's probably right. Vandy.
8 is the ceiling, 5 is the floor.
Kentucky.
I think the floor is 3.
Yeah.
And I think the ceiling is probably 7.
Okay. Arkansas. You said 1.
I told you the floor is 2 and 10.
Okay.
That is the floor for this Arkansas team. And the ceiling is probably 5 and 7.
I think that's right. Mississippi State.
The floor, if it all goes bad, 2 and 10, they could do that.
They've done it.
Yeah. Well, who are there out of conference now? Oh, yeah, they do play Minnesota.
At Minnesota.
Yeah. That's a big early game to watch there. If Mississippi State, as a bottom 3 or 4 team in the SEC, beats a middle-tier Minnesota team on the road, then you'll know that Mississippi State's, gonna challenge some people. But yeah, the floor is probably 2 and 10, and the ceiling's probably 7 and 5. I'll give them a little higher ceiling because of Kamorio Taylor.
Yeah, no, I think that's fair. All right, we got to take another break, but we'll be back with a couple more segments right after this.
Thunderbolt and Lightfoot at Oscar's Cafe on Highway 49 South in Dadeville, Alabama is looking to see you today. Now, let me tell you, they got great food. They've always had great food all these years. Now, they still got that atmosphere. They still got that service. They still cater. Let me stop right there. 15 to 415 they can handle. So give them a call today at Oscar's, Highway 49 South in Dadeville. 256-825-4827.
Hillaby Towers is an affordable senior citizens community located in Alexander City on Highway 22 East. Spacious one-bedrooms are available now. Great location, peaceful setting, comfortable living where pets are allowed and utilities are included. Call today to find out more information on Alexander City's best-kept secret, 256-329-0552. That's Hillaby Towers in Alexander City.
At C&T Electric, our clients are our priority. For the safety and security of your family and home, our technicians are professionally trained, drug tested, background checked, and wear uniforms with name tags. We're proud to have served the Elk City, Dadeville, and Lake Martin areas for the past 10 years. Give us a call at 256-234-0007 for all your electrical service and repair needs, or visit us on the web at www.cntelectricllc.com and spell out the word "and."
S&S Tire is the #1 tire and service dealer in the entire Lake Martin region for reasons. First, S&S works on all makes and models, including imports, and our advanced trained ASE Master Tech can pinpoint and correct problems before they happen. S&S Tire sells by volume, and that allows us to demand the best price on all major brands, including Michelin, Goodyear, and Toyo. Most importantly, S&S Tire and Auto lives, works, worships, and interacts in our home community. S&S Tire, #1 for many reasons, but most importantly, #1 for your satisfaction.
At Central Alabama Community College, we provide a quality education that will set you up for success. Whether you're pursuing a degree or advancing your career with technical training, CAC offers premier programs at 4 campuses in Alexander City, Childersburg, Prattville, and Talladega. From industrial, electronics to machining, our students are prepared for the workforce or further education. At CAC, you'll enjoy vibrant campus life, exciting athletics, and personalized support, all at an affordable price. Your future starts here at CAC. Apply today.
Welcome back, everyone, to Sports Blitz Live. Andy and JJ here with you. Thank you so much for all of you out there being with us tonight. It's been a fun show. Talked a lot about some SEC football. Braves trying to hang on for their lives here in the division, but they down right now 5-2 at home to the Cardinals. It is going to the bottom of the eighth, and we'll see if they can maybe manufacture some couple of runs here, at least give themselves a chance going to the ninth inning. That would be nice. Well, we are, as I said earlier in the show, going to celebrate 250 years of America.
Yes.
The great land of the free and the home of the brave. We'll do a special edition of Rank 'em tonight.
Okay.
Everybody likes to cook out for 4th of July.
Sure.
All right, I need you to rank these main dishes here.
Main dishes, okay.
Steak of your choice.
Yeah.
Some people like ribeye, some people like New York strip.
Sure.
Ribs.
Okay.
Burgers / hot dogs. Really, you can't do one without the other. I don't know.
Okay.
You can, but, burgers and dogs. Wings.
Okay.
And what was the other one I was thinking about? Let's just do
chicken, Boston butt.
You want to do Boston butt?
We can do that.
All right. We'll have Boston butt in barbecue, basically.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, so that kind of leads me to my question. Am I ranking these in order of what I like to cook, what I like to eat, or what is best for a 4th of July specific cookout?
I think we'll start with what you like to eat.
All right, steak's always going to be number one.
Always going
to be number one.
Okay.
Probably wings next.
Really?
Give me the burger at 3.
How are we preparing these wings? Are these smoked wings? Are these hot wings? Are these lemon pepper? What do we like?
You can do them in it. Well, I won't mind hot always.
Okay.
But I like, you can smoke them and then flash fry them. It's a really good technique.
Okay.
But if you've got a little, Dutch oven or one of those fryers or whatever, I like to get them crispy.
I see.
It's hard to get them crispy on the grill. So, if I'm going to smoke them, then I'm going to take them in and flash fry them. Burgers would come in at 3. Ribs would come in at 4.
Okay. Boston butt at 5?
Boston butt at 5, yeah.
Not a rib guy, huh? Or either?
No, I love ribs.
Okay.
But I just love all
just
ribs.
love those more?
Yeah.
Okay.
There's nothing on that list that I don't love.
Well, that's why it's on the list. It's why it makes the list. What would be the perfect for the 4th of July?
Oh, it's got to be ribs, right? It's got to be ribs. I would go ribs 1, butt 2.
Okay.
And then probably burgers and dogs 3. And then wings 4, steak 5.
That's probably about right.
Just for 4th of July,
Yeah. I mean, burgers, it's hard not to go with number 1, burgers and dogs, really. I think that might edge out ribs.
See, my stepdad always did ribs on the 4th of July.
Really?
They had one of those big barrel grills, and they always did them on the 4th.
Okay.
So it was the ribs were that's what you ate.
That's just what you...
Memorial Day, Labor Day, 4th of July, you had ribs.
Okay. All right. Which one do you prefer to cook?
I like doing ribs. I'm pretty good with
grill
ribs.
them?
Yeah.
Okay. Smoke them.
Yeah. Okay. I'll do the 3, 2, 1.
We're talking like an 18-hour process?
No, it's about a 6-hour process.
Okay.
Well, it's an overnight process because the night before you're going to rub them, put the dry rub on them, let them sit overnight with that. And then the next day, you start them off 250 on the grill, uncovered for 3 hours. And then take them off, Going to wrap them in some foil with some nice butter and brown sugar, and wrap them up in the foil, put them back on the grill for 2 hours, pull them off, unwrap them again, sprinkle some more of your dry rub on them, put them back on the grill for an hour.
Okay.
That 3-2-1 method. That's it.
I see. I saw one on the television. The guy had this like apricot, some sort of syrup almost, kind of. I mean, it was not that. It was a little much more liquidy consistency, but he put it on after the dry rub, and they had smoked for I don't know how many hours. But he put this on there, and then he, what do you call it, lambe, or, basically like got a blowtorch out. And,
oh, yeah.
And it made this, coating on the outside of it.
Yeah, caramelized.
They looked pretty good.
I'm sure they probably
I bet.
Well, that's the whole point of like the last hour
Sweet
when you
and sour.
uncover them again, is to let all that sauce caramelize on there and everything, and, so that you get some crunch on the outside.
All right. Rank these sides.
Okay.
All right. Now, you help me out, too, because some people prefer one side to another. But
yeah.
I'll just throw out these, and you can help me finish the list. But baked beans.
Okay.
Potato salad.
Another classic barbecue.
Brunswick stew.
Love Brunswick stew.
Any
corn on the cob?
Corn on the cob. Maybe green beans or perhaps.
All right, so
baked potato. Baked potato and
baked potato is going bottom of the list as far as 4th of July.
Okay.
And number one on 4th of July, I mean, you've got to have the baked beans. And then I think you've got to have the potato salad.
Okay.
And then I think you've got to have the corn. They've all got to be there.
Oh, okay.
They all need a spot.
Well, what would be JJ's favorites in order? Rank them.
I would probably rank them. What was the fourth one?
Corn
on the cob.
Corn on the cob.
I would probably do. Wait, because hold on.
Baked potato.
The baked potato.
Baked beans. Potato salad. Brunswick stew. Baked potato.
Brunswick
corn
stew
on the
goes
cob.
to number one.
Okay.
Corn on the cob at 2.
Okay.
Potato salad at 3. Baked beans at 4. And the other one was green beans.
Was that 5? Okay.
That's where I would rank them.
All right. Yeah, well, potato salad is going number dead last for me because I don't eat it. I don't eat mayonnaise, so it's out for me. But baked beans probably number 1.
Yeah.
Hard to go wrong with
any
baked
kind
beans,
of barbecue and baked beans. Just
hand in hand. All right, we got to take a break, but don't go anywhere. One final segment is on the way right after this.
Hi, this is Brian Bice with Bice Motors. With our all-star lineup of Dodge trucks, Jeep, SUVs, and Chrysler cars, we offer the area team dedicated to making your next vehicle purchase a positive experience. Our sales team offers competitive pricing, and we back up all sales with service department second to none. Bice Motors also offers the area's best selection of pre-owned vehicles. Visit Bice Motors at 2133 Cherokee Road in Alexander City.
Guaranteed lowest price. Buy it at Bice Motors.
If you're tired of the same old and you're hungry for something really good, then it's time to go to JR's Sports Bar and Grill. JR's has the best fingers and wings around, and their menu is loaded with appetizers, burgers, salads, and so much more. Follow JR's on their Facebook to keep up with their live music events and drink specials. And if after a long day you just want to stay in, remember JR's delivers. Call in your order at 256-329-2328. JR Sports Bar and Grill, 145 Alabama Street in Alexander City.
The all-new Winter Timber is now open. Located right next to the Walmart Market across from the Auburn Mall. If the outdoors is your lifestyle, Winter Timber is your new headquarters. From rifles, ammo, and hunting supplies, camo, and all the outdoor essentials, they've got it in stock and ready for you. Winter Timber is here to serve Auburn, Opelika, and the entire Lake Martin area. And they'll make the drive worth it. For the best selection and the best service in outdoor gear, one name says it all. Winter Timber, the best in outdoor needs.
Bundle your home and auto and save money with State Farm's personal price plan. Contact State Farm agent Ron Carroll today at 256-378-6631 or visit him on Highway 280 in Childersburg. Prices vary by state. Options selected by customer availability. Eligibility may vary.
Satterfield Outdoor Living is Lake Martin's trusted friend for your outdoor land and leisure needs. We're the region's authorized Skag mower dealer for residential and commercial lawns and offer all the small engine accessories you need. With top lines of Steel, Echo, Shindaiwa, Husqvarna, and Metabo products that can tame any landscape. Satterfield is also your grill headquarters with Big Green Egg Grill. And our pros service everything in-house and back up all sales. Get the Satterfield Outdoor difference on Highway 280 right across from Tallapoosa Ford.
Zaxby's birthday cake milkshakes are back. Just in time for Zaxby's 35th birthday, so they're gifting you half-off handcrafted milkshakes. Happy birthday to us all. Zaxby's handcrafted milkshakes. Who's got the sauce?
Zaxby's. Sign Source is your local vendor for commercial and residential sign manufacturing and installation. We offer all kinds of lighted and non-lighted signage, from retail signs, LED message centers, event banners, vehicle wraps, the whole spectrum. We also offer service and repair on existing signs, as well as retrofitting to LED or installation of outsourced signage. We have the knowledge necessary to fulfill all of your signage needs in the short or long term. Visit signsourcenow.com to get started.
Welcome back, everyone, to the final segment of the Auburn Blitz. It's the Auburn Blitz, Sports Blitz Live. JJ, what are you talking about? Welcome back to Sports Blitz Live. Andy and JJ here with you, taking you up to 9 o'clock. It is time for the airing of grievances, but first, bottom of the 8th, Braves have cut it to 5-3, still 2 outs.
Dubon scores on a wild pitch.
Runner at third, so 3-2 count on the big fella, Tellez. I believe he's pinch hitting with 2 outs here, so let's see if he can scratch one across maybe. But airing of grievances, anything specific on your mind tonight, James?
You know, I keep going back and forth on this Protect College Sports Act. Right?
Right.
And I go back and
forth. Have they voted on it, by the way?
No.
Okay.
No. They're politicking right now. Mm-hmm. I know Cruz wants to vote for it in July. I also know that I think it's this week, and not next week, but I think it's this week, that the SEC and the Big Ten were scheduled to meet with Cantwell and Cruz and the authors of the bill. Because I continue to say, if the 2 biggest players at the table are not in on this, it's not going to pass.
All right.
And they're the 2 biggest players on the table. But there's some good stuff. There's an effective salary cap in there. Now, it's got to be negotiated what that's going to be. SEC and the Big Ten reportedly would like it to be somewhere in the 50 to 60 million range. Big 12 and the ACC would like for it to be somewhere in the 30 to 40 million dollar range, right? So
the players would like to be in the $100 million.
Yeah. But so there's discussions on that, and of course they've still got the restrictions on expanding your conference or leaving your conference. Here's the interesting thing: Florida State's and Clemson's buyout to leave the ACC tomorrow, July 1st, drops by $20 million.
Ooh.
Now it's still over $100 million penalty, so it's still a lot. But it's $20 million less than it would be today. So if it starts to look like they're going to pass this with those restrictions, do you see Florida State and Clemson just go ahead and notify the ACC, hey, we'll be leaving at the end of the year?
I could see that.
Before it becomes law.
I don't know. $100 million is a lot of money.
Florida State's apparently already $500 million in debt. So, what's another 150? So, I don't know. I keep going back and forth because there's so many things that I like in there. The 1 free transfer. I would add a second one if you graduate. And I think that would be beneficial to the players. Might help you get some extra votes in the House. I like that part. I like the fact that there would be a cap because that cap would include rev share and NIL. It just all would be lumped into one thing.
Right.
Now, players would still be able to do individual deals, but they would have to be with outside companies that are not associated with the university in any way. And
which kind of like NIL was supposed to be?
Kind of. Yeah,
weird.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so I keep thinking that, like, there's some good stuff in there, but the pooling of media rights is not going to happen. The SEC and the Big Ten will just go ahead and leave the NCAA and start their own league first. The restrictions on growing your league are not going to happen. So unless they can negotiate those out, I don't think it's going to happen. But I think there's 30% chance, 35 maybe.
Okay.
Yeah. That's my grievance is why put those two things in there, because they were unnecessary from jump. And they were just stuff that private equity and Cody Campbell wanted.
Yeah.
So.
Well, I got one quickly before we go. Talking about football tonight, it's like a phenomenon over the last 10 years or so. I don't know. I don't get it. It's every single time a running back makes a first down or a quarterback runs for a first down or a receiver catches a first down, they stand up and give the signal. Why are you doing that every single time you get a first down?
Yeah.
You're down 30.
Yeah.
What are you doing? Stop. Just stop.
Yeah, I'm with
Don't
you.
ever do it. Stop, please.
Or how about when, you make a tackle and get up and, whatever celebration you do, it's like, dude, just gained 4 yards. Why are you celebrating?
It's gotten ridiculous. Just stop doing it.
It brings me to
it's a first down, man. Who cares?
I know we got to go, but this used to drive me crazy about Musburger, and I love Brent Musburger. But it used to drive me crazy about him. He was so, overly excited about everything. There's moments in a football game that are really exciting, but, Graham turns and hands off to the big back. He's over the left side for a 2-yard gain. It's like, it's a 2-yard gain.
Yeah.
Handoff, left side. He's going to get a couple. It'll be 2nd down and 8.
That'd be about, yeah.
Yeah.
That was kind of like, who's the guy that used to do play-by-play for Alabama?
Eli?
Eli. That was kind of like Eli. You would listen, ride down the road to Eli and be, hey, he gained 2 yards.
So,
wait, what?
One of the funniest calls, I'm going to give a shout-out to the late, great Rod Bramlett. One of the greatest calls I think I ever heard Rod give. I was in Alex City. I was driving, and they were playing Texas A&M, and I don't remember what year. They're playing A&M. It is right before halftime, and Auburn's lining up to kick a field goal.
Yeah.
I don't remember what the score was. I think they were trying to cut into an A&M lead.
A&M had a big lead.
Okay.
We were trying to cut into it.
Okay. And Rod's making the call on the radio, and I'm driving. I'm listening to the game, and Rod says, now lines up. Here's the snap and the hold, and
block and run back for.
No, he didn't even say that. He just went. He went. Snap and the hold, and that's unfortunate.
Yeah.
And I just started laughing because I knew he'd gotten blocked.
And run back for a touchdown.
And run back.
Yeah.
And then he goes, and they're going to score.
2014.
It's blocked and returned. He goes,
Yeah.
But that was the call. It's snapping the hole, and that's unfortunate.
Yeah. Oh, man. That was bad. All right. That's going to wrap it up for us. Thank you so much for all of you out there being with us tonight. Be sure to join us next Tuesday. Have a great 4th of July, everybody. He's JJ. I'm Andy. So long for now. We'll talk again soon.
Bucks Island is your boating headquarters. Are you ready to hit the water and go boating this summer? Bucks Island has all kinds of boats, with one sure to fit exactly what you want. Fishing boats, sport boats, pontoon boats, and all with low monthly payments. Call 1-800-I'm-READY. Bucks Island Service Department experts are also here for you to keep your boat in top running condition. Call 1-800-I'm-READY. Don't be left standing on the bank this summer. Visit online at bucksisland.com and don't buy a boat till you get a Bucks quote.
If you listen carefully, you'll hear the roads of Alabama calling. And Sarah Honda has your answer. Serving you for over 40 years with one of the largest Honda and pre-owned inventories in the state and the Sarah Promise. Our best deal when you buy or trade, a 72-hour exchange policy, a no-hassle trade-in promise. Written offers are good for 7 days. And our best service promise. Our factory-certified technicians help keep your vehicle running smoothly. That's why Alabama can be yours to discover in a new vehicle from Sarah Honda in Sylacauga.
Farmers and Merchants Bank of Dadeville is building a foundation of strength and trust in the entire Lake Martin community. With our modern branch in Dadeville and caring, attentive staff, we've established Farmers and Merchants Bank as a reliable friend to your banking needs. Whether it's just a savings or checking account or any commercial, auto, or real estate loan, Farmers has local decision-making to build a relationship with you and your needs. Farmers and Merchants Community Bank. Strength, service, community.
Summertime is a special time. Time on the water, time away from work, and more time with family and friends. Make sure your heart is ready for the season with an appointment at the UAV Heart and Vascular Clinic at Russell Medical. I'm Dr. Kevin Sublett, and our entire clinic is dedicated to keeping your heart healthy. We're right here in your own community and backed by the knowledge and expertise of UAB Medicine. Make an appointment today by calling 256-234-2644 or visit uabmedicine.org/heartrussell.
Lee Apparel is your go-to vendor for screen printed and embroidered apparel and promotional products. We print and embroider free custom-made graphics or outsourced designs on everything from t-shirts, headwear, corporate wear, team sportswear, high-end safety apparel, and promotional products. At Lee Apparel, you can always expect quick turnaround time, competitive pricing, friendly customer service, and free in-hands delivery on all orders. Visit us at leeapparel.com to get started.
Ivy Creek Healthcare is excited to showcase their newest clinic, Ivy Creek Family Care of Lake Martin, located conveniently near the main entrance to Stillwater's on Highway 49 South in Dadeville. Ivy Creek Family Care of Lake Martin is an urgent care with walk-ins welcome. Whether you need lab work, x-rays, or immediate care, find comfort here at Ivy Creek Family Care of Lake Martin. Ivy Creek, here when you need us most. 256-82